Bruh. Bruh. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day. First of all, I'm happy as shit. Um, ABC, I'm gonna tell you right now, ABC Network is pulling out some bangers. They pulling out some good shows. What's today? Tuesday? Tonight is I think episode two of I think For the People. I love that new show on ABC. It's like a court show. It's the prosecutors versus the defense team. I fucking love that show. I think what time it come on? 10 o'clock tonight on ABC. Check that show out. That shit is hot. Um, and 1 week from today, and I think I said this yesterday, but 1 week from today, it is season 10, 21 years in the making of Roseanne at 8 o'clock next Tuesday. I'm telling you right, I'm looking forward to that shit. I seen the previews for the new show. I said, yo, I got to watch this. Like, I fucking love Roseanne. It looked so funny, and it looked like they ain't missed not one step from years ago. But anyway, getting into this episode of GH, Dr. Bench. That mother. If I had my suspicions before, I'm sure of it now. He's a creeper. He's a creeper. And today just proves my point. He's a fucking creep. First of all, the verbiage that he was using, the language that he was using, told me right off bat he was a creep. Like he's sitting there talking about consider this like the book, cause she wanted to give him back his Grey's Anatomy book, and he was like consider it an investment, consider it a down payment. The way he was talking, I'm like a down payment on what? I know what he meant. A down payment on some puss. That's what he meant. I'm telling you right now, that's the sign of a creeper. I was like, where is ABC? Where is GH going with this? I said, is this supposed to be a new Me Too movement or something? I was like, yo, this is so Me Too right now. This is the Me Too movement. I was like, it had that shit written all over this episode. I said, yep, this is Me Too. This is the Me Too movement. Everything he was saying just made him sound like a creep. He just sounded like a creeper. And then he sitting there massaging her shoulders. I was dead. The way Kiki, her facial expressions had me dead. I was like, yeah. And she was like, get off of me. I was like, yo, let me tell you something. First of all, that shit is highly inappropriate. Because what doctor is going to touch on their colleague in that man? Not their colleague, but somebody that works under them. Like who they work with, work under, whatever you want to call it. I call them colleagues, even though they're not on the same level, because he's a doctor, she's a nurse's aide trying to be a doctor. So they're not technically on the same level. But I still consider them to be colleagues because they work in the same hospital. So technically, you're a colleague. So I just find it totally inappropriate. I never seen Griffin massage on none of them nurses. Patrick ain't never massage on no nurse unless he was, unless it was Robin, his wife. I'm like, Franco and Elizabeth ain't never did nothing inappropriate with nobody that worked there because they're together, so that doesn't count. But Dr. Bench rubbing all up on Kiki and stuff like that, I was like, no, that's sexual harassment because it was unwanted. Obviously didn't want it, and she told you to back up off of her. And you sitting there massage like who massages somebody's shoulders that they work with? That's inappropriate, highly inappropriate. And then I'm pretty sure if Monica or somebody would have walked in and seen that, they would have thought the same damn thing. You couldn't tell me no different. You would have thought that. I know Monica would have. I knew because as soon as I seen him do it, I was like, yeah, this is awkward and it's inappropriate. And first of all, he need to find a woman his own damn age. And the way that he kept looking at Kiki and stuff like that, I was like, yeah, he's a goddamn creeper. Cause then he's sitting there talking about, oh, I thought we was on the same page. He knew damn well she was uncomfortable. He knew it, cause he could see it on her face. He knew she was uncomfortable, and he knew what he was doing was inappropriate. And then you gonna sit there and tell her, oh, I thought we were on the same page, bitch. I bet you did. You thought wrong. You thought, yeah, you thought absolutely motherfucking wrong is what you thought. Back your old ass up. Like seriously, you nasty. You are a 60-year-old man touching on a 20-something-year-old girl. Back your ass up. You ain't Hugh Hefner. Back the fuck up. Sit down somewhere. Like I was like, yeah, Kiki, you need to. I'm telling you, this is such a Me Too movement because And he kept saying this is a down payment or this is an investment. All these favors that he's doing for her, like getting her into the shadow program where she get to shadow a senior doctor or whatever and see all the departments and stuff like that. I said all these favors he's doing for her, they're not favors. He expects something in return, obviously. I mean, shit, you calling it a favor, so clearly you expect something in return. And I wonder what that is. Hmm. He's a creeper. I don't care what nobody say. He's a creeper. He proved it today. He's a creep, and Kiki need to stay with the hell away from him. I don't know why Griffin can't mentor her or nothing like that. Well, I take that back. Cause we all know, I mean, hell, Griffin gave the girl a hug, and Ava looked like she was ready to cut both of their asses. So I think it's best they just stay away from each other. Cause every time they around each other, Ava looked like she about to smack skin off their forehead. I was like, shit, bust their head to the white meat. They better stay away from each other. I was like, yeah, this is such a creep move. He made my skin crawl. And another creeper, Jim fucking Harvey. I said I agree with everybody. I think he definitely did sexually abuse Franco because watching those scenes where Franco, he tried to touch Franco's shoulder and Franco just had a total breakdown. I was like, yeah, only I've seen people do that on TV shows and movies before. I've never seen stuff like that in real life, but I have seen it in movies. And usually, as soon as somebody that abused you sexually or whatever, as soon as they put their hand on you, you kind of flinch and you back up and you have a breakdown and stuff like that. He definitely did something to that boy when he was a boy. He did something to him. You can't tell me no different. We gonna get the whole story sooner or later. Um, Sam and Elizabeth surprised the shit out of me today. I listen. I really don't care for these two, but they do. Even though they kind of hate each other, well, not hate each other, but they don't care for each other. They do work well together. I will say that they definitely do because when Sam broke into that room, first of all, it was clever on her part how she got Jim out that room. The old have his car towed or call the tow company or whatever, have his car moved or whatever. Basically, he was parked in a handicap zone or whatever. He was parked illegally, so he had to move his SUV, and it gave her the perfect excuse to break into his room while he was gone. Um, I was like, see, Sam need to go back to being a private investigator because I feel like that's what she's most talented at. Like, I understand she wants to be in the corporate world now, but I just feel like that shit don't suit her. It suits Drew. It don't suit her. Being a PI, living on the edge a little bit, I feel like that's more Sam than anything. You know what I'm saying? It's more her. Because she opened that door and snooped around effortlessly. Like she did that shit like she was right back in action. Like she was at home doing that shit. That that shit looked like it was a walk in the park for her. She looked right at home. I said, see, that corporate world, she looks so unsettled when she's sitting behind the desk at Aurora Media and stuff like that. She just looks out of place. But her snooping around and all that, she looks like she's in her comfort zone. I think she needs to get back to doing that because that's obviously her calling. Not being no co-CEO or co-editor in chief, that's not her. It's not her. It's Drew. It's not her. And there's nothing wrong with that, but she needs to start admitting some shit. Like, obviously, this is not your life. Like, this is not what you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, um, so she was finding the paperwork and stuff like that, taking pictures and stuff, because she overheard his conversation where he was talking about doing construction and stuff. So she was trying to find the address and all that of where the construction was going on. And the only thing I was thinking the whole time she was in there, I was like, bitch, hurry the fuck up. Because I knew he was coming back at any moment. I said, Sam, hurry the fuck up, Sam. Um, so as she was doing that, and Jim was at the door, Elizabeth came. I said, hallelujah. I was like, oh shit. So Elizabeth caused the distraction so he wouldn't go in there. And she was trying to butter him up, talking about she believed his claims or whatever about Franco. And that's when Sam crept up behind him and stuff, signaling Elizabeth, like, okay, we good, I'm out. So Jim walked back into his hotel room. And you wanna know what I find funny? When he walked back in that room, he didn't use a key to open that door. But mind you, when Sam broke into that room, she had to pick the lock, meaning that the shit was locked. And it was so funny. I'm like, so Jim Harvey didn't notice that door was unlocked when he opened it. Cause I'm like, Sam had to pick the lock to get in. meaning he locked the door on his way out, or it locked automatically. So he didn't find that a little strange. And I was getting nervous for a second because dumbass Sam and Elizabeth was standing right outside the door all talking immediately after he went in the room. I said, if y'all don't get the hell away from that door for he fuck around and open it and snatch y'all asses up. I said, get away from the door talking, dummy. He could probably hear you. I said, they so stupid. I said, they smart but stupid. Cause you know how you run into people that's just smart but do dumb shit. I was like, that was dumb. I said, get the hell away from the door, fools. I said, Lord, that was an amateur move right there. I said, you don't do no shit like that. So anyway, that was a funny scene though. Drew and Franco. Everybody was just straight up detective mode in this episode. I said, damn. Everybody trying to play motherfucking Inspector Gadget, Scooby Doo, Katney and Lacey, Starsky and Hutch all rolled into one. I said, look at this foolishness. Law and Order. I said, look at this shit. All these detective shows wrapped up in one. NYPD, Blue, LA Law, all this shit wrapped up into one. I said, look at this shit. Everybody just a sleuth all of a sudden. I said, where y'all all get y'all detective badges all of a sudden? Now everybody want, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is this shit? I said, this shit crazy. I see more detectives on the show. I say, this a bitch. Everybody a cop now. Look at this. Everybody a motherfucking police now. I said, look at this shit. Everybody want to be a police now. Franco, if I was Drew, I would have slapped the shit out of Franco because he was just getting on my nerves. I was like, Franco, shut the hell up and let Drew figure out a way to get y'all asses up out of there. He's sitting there talking about, I am not about to die in here with you. I said, bitch, he feel the same way. He don't want to die with your ass either. Shut the hell up so he can think of a plan, stupid. You sitting there going crazy. I'm like, will you shut the hell up, Franco, so he can think? Damn, I would have just slapped the shit out of him and told him to shut up. Like, he just kept going and going. I could never. Let me tell you something. I could never be trapped somewhere with somebody I know that's just gonna keep running their mouth. I'm like, if you're gonna run your mouth, at least come up with a goddamn solution, please, and do it quickly, expeditiously, please. Come on now. We ain't got long. Cement coming. They got cement coming all through under the door. I say, Franco, please shut the fuck up so we can think, so I can think, and we get the fuck going up out of here. I said, damn, Franco, I would just knock the shit out of him. Like seriously, I could tell Drew was annoyed. Drew looking like, please shut the fuck up, please, if I hurt you. Like I don't want to put these paws. I don't want to put hands on you, but I will. Like shut the hell up. Damn, you know how people like when you in a sticky situation, it's like you can't think when somebody just rambling and panicking. Like shut the fuck up, so this man can think. Damn. And then he be trying to throw shade at Drew, talking about, oh, Jason could have pulled that off. I said, Franco, don't. Now is not the time. Now is not the time with these smart ass comments. Yo, they work so well together. Like they are, Roger Howard is hilarious. Let me just say, he could bring life to any character, even if it's a worse, horrible character. He could still bring some life to that shit. Like that's a testament to how good he is. Like he's hilarious, and they work so well together. Like him and Drew, him and Billy Miller, they work so well. Um, so yeah, Andre. I mean not Andre. Why am I thinking about Andre? Fucking Curtis. He up in the crib. I think he broke into Jim Harvey house in Buffalo, New York. Somebody else. I think it was Jim Harvey house. So he accessed his computer or whatever, and he found some blueprints and all that for Charles Street, which proves that he was doing some illegal drilling. So he could tie him to the illegal drilling. Jordan show up, and I was just about to wonder. I said, how the fuck did she get to Buffalo, New York that fast? And then she mentioned a helicopter. I said, okay, at least we got an answer. I was about to say, there ain't no way you could have got to know Buffalo that damn quick. You was just in Port Charles. How the fuck? I was about to say. Then as soon as she said the police chopper, I said, okay, that explains it. Cause you know they don't usually explain how somebody get to another state. I mean, not another state, but another town that fast, and the town be like 2-3 hours away, and you were just in your town. Like, how, there's no way. But when she mentioned the cop chopper, I was like, okay, now we got an answer on this. Um, so yeah, he got the proof or whatever. But as they were leaving, they heard a noise in the house, and you already know who I think that is. Betsy, gotta be Betsy. Betsy Frank. Um. So anyway, I felt so, as usual, I felt so bad for Mike. and his Alzheimer's. I feel bad for him and Sonny because this is new for Sonny. You know, Sonny's never dealt with anything like this, and I'm glad Sonny acknowledged, like, you know, even though he has bipolar disorder, he was like, my illness is nothing compared to that illness that my dad is going through. And I said, you know what? He's exactly right. Bipolar is a very serious illness, but it ain't got shit on Alzheimer's. How would you feel losing your mind? You know what I'm saying? Like becoming senile and stuff like that. And you know they were running tests, and it was cool that Dante was there and stuff like that. But he had to leave because he had to go to a pizza party for Rocco. Because Rocco played t-ball, so he had to go to. He's one of the coaches, so he had to go. Um, so they were running tests on Mike and stuff, and you know Sonny's still trying to figure out how long is his father gonna live. But Griffin couldn't give him a number. You know what I'm saying? Because it varies. But he said a ballpark figure. Mike is gonna live at least another 4 to 8 years. But he said really he's seen Alzheimer's patients live for 10 and 20 years, which is true because they do live a long life. It's hard to give an exact number because there are patients who live longer than expected. So it's hard to give an exact number on it. I've actually read about that too. So there is, you know, it varies. But he do want to get him on a new protocol, which is not going to stop the Alzheimer's because there is no cure for Alzheimer's, but it will delay it. You know what I'm saying? Because he is in the moderate stage right now. And Griffin said when you're in the moderate stage, it takes years. So, you know, he's in a good stage right now, but, you know, he's still going to be, you know, paranoid and angry. You know, that's going to last a while. But, you know, Griffin just told Sonny, you know, spend as much time with your father right now as you possibly can. Because even though Mike could live a few years and 10 years and who knows, but there's no guarantee on that. You know what I'm saying? He could die tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? There's really no guarantee. So he's just, you know, letting Sonny know. Cherish these moments that you got right now because you might not have tomorrow. And I tell people that all the time, man. You can't live for tomorrow. You got to live for right now. Live in the moment. Live for today. What's today? Tuesday? It's Tuesday. I'm not worried about tomorrow. I'm worried about today. You know what I'm saying? I can't think about tomorrow. I gotta think about today. I'll think about tomorrow when I hit tomorrow. If I wake up in the morning, then I'll think about that day. That's how you gotta think. You know, you gotta think like that because you might not wake up tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? Um, as sad as it may sound, it's a harsh reality. You know what I'm saying? It's a reality. You know, I'm healthy, but you never know. You never know what can happen. You know. So you gotta live right now. Tuesday, March 20th, 2018. We're living for March 20th. We're not thinking about the 21st. We're thinking about the 20th. That's how you gotta think. Um, but damn, I hope I live long enough to see Roseanne next week. I hope so. But anyway, I think that's everything on this episode. I think it is. I think that's everything. Anyway, if I'm forgetting something, let me know. But anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what you thought about today's episode, and I will see y'all all tomorrow. Peace.